Chris Eubank Jr. ready for Canelo fight in September. Man, all right. Let's see what's going on. All right. Chris Eubanks Jr. has thrown his name into the ring as a potential opponent for Canelo Alvarez to fight on September 12th. The former IBO super middleweight champion Eubank Jr., 29 wins, 2 losses, 22 knockouts, joins the growing list of top fighters from the 168-pound division that are volunteering to face the Mexican star Canelo Alvarez his next fight. All right, let's talk about this, man. Well, we all know that Billy Joe Saunders was supposed to face Canelo Alvarez, and he pulled out, and he stated that he needed more time to properly train, which I call BS. He's just not going to be getting paid what he wants to get paid, and that's why he's pulling out. Can't blame him. It's a big fight. He has a big name also, and he wants to get paid more money, so he's going to opt to wait, which may or may not be a mistake. Canelo is a champion. He has an opportunity to win a belt. So, I don't know. It's his decision, not mine. But I like Chris Eubanks Jr. I really do. The other two potential opponents for Canelo is David Lemieux, which will be completely one-sided, and some guy named John Ryder, who in all my 41 years of living have never heard of. So why would he want to, nobody know who no freaking John Ryder is. But out of the three, Eubank Jr. is the bigger name. Now, Eubanks has 2 losses, but it came to 2 really good fighters, Billy Joe Saunders and George Groves. So, he has 2 losses, but it wasn't against bums. But here's the thing about Chris Eubanks Jr. His highlights is he's very, very aggressive, and a lot of the time his aggression, it pays off for him. He's a good finisher. He's a stalker. He just always comes forward. He does move his head, not that effectively. I believe his offense is better than his defense, but his downfall is he can be a little bit too aggressive. When you're an aggressive fighter, you're open. You're going to leave yourself open in spots, which is a counterpuncher's dream. Which Canelo Alvarez is a master counterpuncher, so he's going to have to look out for that. When he cuts off the ring, sometimes he cuts off the ring very recklessly, and you got to know how to cut off the ring. Fighting a seasoned veteran, a young veteran. In Canelo Alvarez, because if you don't, this fight kind of reminds me, has the potential to be like when Canelo fought James Kirkland. Now, I believe that Eubanks Jr. is miles ahead of James Kirkland as far as boxing skills go, but I see him being very aggressive and having some spots in the fights, winning a couple of rounds, but eventually getting caught and laid out. I may be wrong, It's boxing. Chris Eubanks might come in there and knock Canelo out. I think it's highly unlikely, but who knows? If it happens, I wouldn't be mad at it because I like Chris Eubanks. So, he's still young. He's still strong, but he needs to settle down. He needs to place his shots very strategically. He needs to switch up the level of power in his punches in order to land those power punches he wants to land against a great fighter like Canelo Alvarez. But I believe that Canelo doesn't have the gas tank that most people think he has. A lot of times Canelo will get on the ropes, do a rope-a-dope, and counter with 2 or 3 shots at a time. And I believe he does that because he's tired. And he is great at hiding it. So Eubanks needs to take advantage of those spots and load up on them, but do it in a very smart and strategic way. I don't see the fight going 12 rounds. I see Canelo, figuring Eubank Jr. out, catching him in between power shots and possibly getting him out of there. But I would much rather see Canelo fight someone like Eubanks Jr. way more than I would Lemieux or this guy I've never heard of, Ryder. So, I don't know, man. I would watch it. I would definitely watch it, and I would probably be cheering for Eubanks Jr. I would. I mean, I like the underdog, and I like Eubank, but he's got to settle down, man, and be smart in order to even have a chance against Mr. Canelo Alvarez. What's your thoughts on it, man? What's your thoughts on it? Respect all, fear none. God bless. Real Talk Boxing, man. Good night.